Hey guys, it's your girl Miss T. You know that's me, and this is your Monday Night Raw recap for May 27, 2024. Now, there was a lot that happened on this episode of Monday Night Raw, and we need to talk about it. But before anything, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's jump into this one. Starting off with this segment between Damian Priest and Gunther. Now, you know it's King Gunther now after he won the King of the Ring in Saudi this past Saturday. It was just inevitable for both of these guys to confront each other in the ring, and that's exactly what happened. Now, I gotta be honest, this segment didn't really entertain me. Both of these guys on the mic, it just wasn't hitting the way that I wish it did, but it did later pick up. And thank goodness Drew McIntyre came out to involve himself in the conversation. Now, Drew McIntyre is amazing on the mic, and I don't really want to take away from Gunther and Damian Priest, two guys that I truly admire, but I gotta say Drew McIntyre did pick up the momentum in the conversation, but it got a little bit crazier after that, because then Braun Strowman made his way into the ring, and it looks like everyone is eyeing what is around the waist of Damian Priest. Now, Damian Priest, who do you see him losing this title to, or do you see him holding it for the rest of the year? It's looking pretty difficult, but let me know what you think down in the comments. It looks like Drew McIntyre, Gunther, Braun Strowman, and so many others are eyeing what's Damian's. Backstage, we saw Ricochet and Ilya Dragunov bickering back and forth. This led to them having an amazing match on this episode of Monday Night Raw, but it was later interrupted by a man who's making a stink. And that man is Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker involved himself in this match. You already know he interfered and confronted Ilya Dragunov with this spear you see on your screen. Let me tell you, it was freaking chaotic, and I cannot wait to see both of these guys go up against each other. Two former NXT champions now on the main roster, and they're gonna make some noise. Now, I gotta say, this is a storyline I didn't know I was gonna be so invested in. Otis had a match against Bronson Reed on this episode of Monday Night Raw, and let me tell you, Chad Gable is trying to dictate every single move that Alpha Academy does, and Otis totally disobeyed him and paid the price. Chad Gable was super upset about it, but I gotta tell you, man, the fans were backing up Otis, and I gotta say, so am I. Now, I would love to see the breakage of Alpha Academy be Chad Gable versus Otis. Like, I didn't even think I wanted that, but now I know I do. Backstage, we saw a moment between Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria. It was very interesting what Becky Lynch had to say in this segment. She said, "We'll either keep winning or learning until it's time to walk away." Now, many fans are concerned with Becky Lynch and her future in WWE. You know, I don't really know what to think about this, but let me tell you, Lyra Valkyria did have a match against Kairi Sane and won that match fair and square. That was lovely to see, but shifting to the main event, we have to talk about Becky Lynch. So it was super chaotic during the main event of Monday Night Raw. Liv Morgan and Becky Lynch having a rematch inside a steel cage. Now, let me tell you what's so chaotic about this. Dominik Mysterio came to this scene and tried opening that cage door for either Becky Lynch or Liv to get out. Now, we don't really necessarily know what side Dominik Mysterio is truly on, because I don't know if I can believe him. But even Braun Strowman showed up to the scene, and after attempting to open up the steel cage, Braun Strowman was who Dominik Mysterio had to deal with. Braun Strowman came rolling down like a boulder, and man, Liv Morgan took advantage of the opportunity, opened up the cage, and won this match. Now, there's two major things that happened at the end of the show that people are talking about. This being one of them, Becky Lynch getting "Thank You, Becky" chants at the end of the show. Do you think this is Becky Lynch's last match? Let me know down in the comments. So many fans are worried about her future since her contract allegedly hasn't been renewed. Some fans speculate maybe she's going to consider a deal from AEW or another wrestling promotion, but me personally, I think she's just taking time off, maybe to spend time with her family, which is totally well deserved. She has been killing it in the last few years, And if Becky's taking some time off to later come back with a major comeback, I'm so here for it. Now, the second major thing everybody is talking about is Liv Morgan kissing Dominik Mysterio. Now, I don't know if this was a two-way street, but here are my thoughts about this. First of all, USA Network, WWE, you guys cut off the show before we even saw this. If it wasn't for Twitter and the internet and the people there taking photos and videos, we wouldn't know about this moment. Now, they got to get the timing thing figured out. If NXT can roll over by 8 minutes, I think Monday Night Raw should be able to also. That's just one side note, but this is excellent. Now, this is the type of content I like to see. Drama, scandal. Can you imagine when Mommy Rhea Ripley comes back? How incredible that moment's gonna be. I'm totally here for this. I also want to see Liv Morgan win clean. Is Dominik Mysterio gonna come to her rescue every single time? Is that a thing now? I want to find out. Let me know what you guys thought about this moment. Everyone's going crazy about it. Liv Morgan is champion. I gotta say, I know it's only been a day, but it has been pretty entertaining with storylines like this developing. Now, I can't wait to see how the matches roll out, the promos, the segments, and so much more. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this Monday Night Raw recap. If you want to watch the weekly shows with me, head over to Twitch. That is where I watch the shows live with you. Share my thoughts and so much more. The link will be down in the description below. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you can stay up to date with all the episodes, the recaps, and so much more. And until next time, deuces.